Alright, welcome back to Risa's Attic. My name is Risa, by the way, and I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I've been doing lately. You know, I've given myself a challenge not to buy any new supplies and to shop my own old stock. I've got tons of stuff laying around, and I know you do too, and it doesn't never seem to get utilized. So I've given myself a challenge. No Michaels, no Hobby Lobby, no Tuesday morning, nothing new. And gosh, it is a very real challenge. Now, if I run out of tape or glue, then yes, I'm going to go and replace that rather than have no supplies at all to do anything. But I'm not going to go and buy any new paper. I'm not going to go buy any new metal dies or new stamps. I'm using what I have. Currently, I'm going through all of my house mouse stuff, and I've finally completed my fall or Halloween house mouse card. So let's take a look at that. Here it is. And it's called Trick or Cheese. And it's a delightful little cute mouse. I just love them to pieces. Look at him. I've used alcohol markers. And I've used some textured paper here. And I used concentric circles. Utilized the Creative Memories system for making circles. I've got a couple of videos where I'm using those already, but I just adore these little mice. Look at his cute little nose there. And I'm not much of a colorist. I don't claim to have any real artistic abilities. That's why I like the stamps and the alcohol markers. And speaking alcohol markers, I am tending back towards Copic. The more you do something, the more you realize what you like about something. And even though the Blick Studio alcohol markers are far less expensive, they don't have the numbering system. They just assign arbitrary numbers. And as you know, if you use Copic, Copic uses a grading system. Their numbers are a grading system, and it helps you to learn about shadow and light, and that's the main reason why I'm getting rid of all of my as soon as they all dry out, they're gone. I'm not going to buy anything to replace them. But look at this little guy. Isn't he cute with his little pink nose and his little rosy cheeks? And little mice with their little cute fingers and toes. The mice in real life are very cute. They're vermin, but I love their little hands and feet. And again, when you use the Copic system, you do learn how to do shadow and light. And here I'm doing some shadow underneath him, darker shadow, and then there's just a little bit of warm gray surrounding him. And that's what I used on the pumpkin. Instead of using 2 or 3 colors of pumpkin, I just used an orange and a warm gray to make the shadows. And that's what truly I like about the Copic, is it does teach you more about the shadowing and the highlighting of an image. Okay, like I said, I used the Creative Memories circles. I used We Are Memory Keepers We Are Memory Keepers. They have a little system that I bought from Tuesday Morning, and I've underutilized him. So, underutilized that. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers some of their stuff that I have used. They have a platform where you can attach those letters and press the words in there, and that's what I've used here. On the inside, I used We Are Memory Keepers again, and I used their mini alphabet punch board. Now that does come with the book that teaches you how to do every letter, every number, and some exclamation points and stuff like that. And this is a nice little tool to have to make those letters, especially the bigger ones. Again, I got this at Tuesday Morning for probably about half the price of what it originally went for. But I punched out the boo out of some paper that had candy corn and a little glitter. And then the O's I didn't cut out the center. I left it solid because I wanted the boys to see the little pretty faces. And then I went back to the candy corn to make the exclamation point. And on this side, I just put a solid piece of paper with some horizontal lines on it so I can write to them. I also used the 1, 2, 3 punch board that helps you cut out envelopes. Since this was a uniquely sized card, I did have to have a special envelope made. And utilizing the 1, 2, 3 punch board, I was able to use a piece of 12 by 12, that very nice 12 by 12 that's actually used more for when you do your memory albums, but it has a design on one side and it's white on the other. And since the post office does prefer that you use white envelopes, these make great envelopes because they're white on the outside and ever so fancy on the inside. Look at how this had a little bit of gold gilding. It's very pretty. Of course, my little grandsons, 9, 7, and 2.5, they're not or right at 2. They're not really interested in these little points. But when you're making something for someone, this is what I have learned from watching YouTube is called a layer of interest. Just like these circles are textured, the background is not white. It has a little bit of shading in it. The little texture of glitter here, that's an interest there. And this is what they call layers of interest or layers of design. Now that would make a lovely card, don't you think? I think so. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I so much appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with me here on YouTube. And if you've enjoyed any part of this, can you give me a thumbs up on it? And maybe you might even consider sharing it or subscribing. Thank you. God bless you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. Bye-bye.